The year is 1670. In the dead of night, under the watchful gaze of the stars and the guards of the Sultan, a pilgrim to Mecca named Baba Budan snuck into the palace garden and stole 7 coffee seeds. It was illegal to take coffee out of Arabia at this time, and he knew if he was caught that he would be killed. The journey home was a dangerous one. He knew that if anyone discovered what he had done, they would surely report back to the Sultan. He wouldn't be safe until he made it all the way back home to India. After a long journey, he made it back. And one night, he carefully dug into the earth and planted the 7 precious seeds that he had smuggled all the way back from Arabia. The weight of his actions hung heavy on his heart because he knew the consequences if he was caught. But the allure of the exotic coffee seeds was too strong to resist. As the days turned into weeks, he tended the fragile coffee plants with a mixture of fear and hope. Each morning he would wake up before the sun, praying that his secret garden would flourish. And flourish it did. The lush green leaves and delicate white flowers that bloomed from the beans filled him with a sense of wonder and pride. Years passed, and the plants grew into towering trees, their branches heavy with ripe coffee cherries. The aroma that wafted through the air was intoxicating, a reminder of the risks he had taken to bring this precious gift to his homeland. This is the popular legend of how coffee was first introduced to India. This folktale has been passed down from generation to generation. But is it true? Well, Sandeep traveled to one of the top coffee-growing regions of India to find out.
Here only.
South Coast is Robusta.
I see.
North Coast is Arabica.
Is it? It's because
They
of the
get
temperature.
more rainfall.
Oh,
We
okay.
get less rainfall. It is more shade. Yeah. And closer spacing.
Okay.
See here.
Amazing. Good morning. I'm here today in Coorg, Karnataka, and visiting this beautiful 30-acre coffee state. This state is growing 2 types of coffee. On my left, I have Arabica coffee, and on my right, I have Robusta coffee. So these 2 varieties, they have a lot of their own differences and nuances. So I'll talk about the Arabica first. This is sweeter, smoother coffee, requires a lot of care for growing. It also requires a little bit cooler monsoon temperature, rainy temperature, likes to grow in shade. Whereas Robusta, this is a stronger and sturdier plant. This is bitter, stronger. The plants, as you can see, are taller. The leaves are a little bit lighter in color and broader leaves. And then in terms of the temperature, it can actually grow throughout the year. It's a very sturdy plant, and this is basically what people like, that coffee kick that you want. Whereas Arabica is more subtle flavor, sweeter, smoother, and the aroma is amazing. So typically people, based on their taste profile, they like to blend the two together. So this is freshly harvested coffee beans. After this one, they are going to be sun dried for about 8 to 10 days. And then they will be dried, and then the further processing will happen. So right now, this is all beautiful looking, very healthy cherries.
It turns out the story of coffee in India is a little more straightforward than we thought. Coffee was introduced to India during the colonial era primarily through the efforts of the British East India Company. This arrival marked the beginning of significant coffee cultivation, particularly in the regions such as Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. The domestic market for coffee has grown substantially in India, driven by the rise of cafe culture, increasing disposable incomes, and changing lifestyle trends. Cities like Bangalore, Chennai, and Hyderabad have a thriving coffee culture. Coffee has become an integral part of Indian culture, coexisting right along with traditional drinks like tea and chai. And what they don't drink, they sell. India is now one of the top 10 coffee exporters globally. Indian coffee is particularly valued for its unique flavor, which is influenced by the monsoon rains. The modern coffee industry in India is a blend of tradition and innovation, rooted in centuries-old practices while at the same time embracing contemporary trends. There's a growing focus on specialty coffee in India with an emphasis on high-quality beans and single-origin coffee, as well as sustainable farming practices. This is the kind of focus on quality and sustainability that Sandeep was hoping to find.
Sandeep.
Namaste sir, I am Karumbaya.
Okay, wonderful. So you are, how many acres are you farming here?
Basically, I am taking care of 20 acres of coffee plantation.
Okay.
But this particular property is 6 acres coffee planted. Rest 3 are with coconut, paddy,
Okay.
all those things.
Okay. And this one is certified organic?
This is certified organic. This is certified by Falada organization. We have been involved with Falada from 2011 onwards. And we have been continuing with the organic farming till today.
It was here that Sandeep realized he'd been there all day and hadn't tried any coffee yet. And since he doesn't take it black, a quick stop for some milk. After this trip and discovering the wonderful complexity of Indian coffee, Sandeep knew it was time to bring it here, to finally make the first organic coffee from India, roasted in the United States.